Hey, what's up guys? Zabulus here, I'm fucking back, and today I felt like giving you gay players a little guide on this stupid class. You know, you're playing MagPlar and, well, it's pretty cool. You got infinite gap closers, you got fucking off-balance uptime, you got stupidly good AoE because of your stupid spammable, you can mist farm pretty much forever, you got good sustain and shit, you got a stupid burst heal, you can cleanse shit. I mean, this class is pretty fun, but can you one-shot somebody? Hey, that's why I'm here today, so let's just fucking get into the gear instantly. So, as you can probably guess, I threw on a bunch of fucking procs and there you go. Kajalnar is the first set. Now for the traits on the body, little disclaimer here. Ideally, I would want everything to be divines. I don't have faith in Impen anymore because of Malakath and because you have base crit resist now, so it really doesn't matter as much. So, Kajalnar is the first set. If you don't know how it works, basically you throw 5 light attacks and on your 5th light attack you do a crap ton of damage with the proc after a 1 second delay, so we got 2 heavy pieces there. This one is well fitted, but you'd want divines everywhere. Both are Magicka enchanted. Then I'm running a light chest. Now obviously you wouldn't want this piece to be the Calorian light piece on your body. You would want heavy there, so I just threw the pieces that I had on, but this is not optimized. However, it still works really great. I'm only losing a little bit of armor. So, indeed, our second proc set is gonna be Calorian. We're going to make this proc at the same time as Kajalnar, and it's just gonna do a crap ton of damage, basically. So this is on the front bar with a Inferno Staff. This is pretty important for this build. Usually on a Templar you want a Shock Staff, but here Inferno is gonna be the shit, because we are one-shotting single target people. But our AoE is still amazing, because, well, we're a MagPlar, so what do you expect? So, we have 2 light pieces of Calorian on the body, 1 jewelry, arcane reduce cost, and of course our Inferno Staff. I choose to have charged with a shock glyph here so that it guarantees the proc of minor fucking vulnerability, which is 8% more damage on your target. Guaranteed, so that's pretty amazing. And then we have Clever Alchemist on the back bar with an Ice Staff. So this one is charged with a Frost glyph, which guarantees the proc of minor maim, I believe. So that's what is it again? Yeah, it's 15% less damage for your enemies, so it plays a huge role defensively. So yeah, Ice Staff here. And on the body we got 3 heavy Clever Alch pieces, so the setup is 5 heavy and 2 light. Ideally you would want the light pieces on the belt and the gloves. Now I have stamina, okay, this is fucked up. This should be Magicka here. Just saying. So the enchants on here I haven't worked too hard around, but it appears I have a Triglyph and the rest should be Magicka. So Triglyph on one of the big pieces, or 2 of them, or 3 of them. You can adjust that as you like, basically. It's up to you, I guess. Each to their own. Yeah, Magicka on the small pieces. This one is stamina, but it shouldn't be. So, as you can see, I got pretty shitty traits. I just threw on what I had. It still works great, so that's that. And then for the 2 last pieces of jewelry that we got, I'm running Potente. You could run Trainee would be really good, I guess, for max health and max magicka. It's up to you. I like the extra tankiness on this because without it I've felt pretty squishy. But with it it's fine. So for the jewelry, again, we are running 2 infused reduce magicka cost, 1 arcane reduce magicka cost. So that's that. The food is gonna be the gold tri-food, of course. And the pot is gonna be a lion spell drought, or like any pot that gives you magicka, major sorcery, and major magicka crit. Because we don't get major sorcery from our skills. So there's that, and also the essence of detection when you're facing Nightblades. That's really good. Basically you want the stealth detect, major sorcery, and magicka. So that's covered. What else is there to cover? Okay, so attributes, we put everything in magicka. Here are the stats. I'm using the purple tri-food right now, but whatever. And yeah, stamina should be a bit lower and magicka a bit higher, but yeah. So the boon is gonna be the mage for extra magicka. Vampire stage, you want stage 3. You don't want stage 4, it's not worth it. Stage 3 is perfect for the cost of your mistform and the cost of your ult. And yeah, try food. So, I guess let's do the skills now. We are running toppling charge. This is amazing as a CC, a gap closer, and a way to set people off balance, which working with your CP is gonna turn into an extra 10% more damage. Puncturing sweeps, it's just too good not to be here. In some cases, it's just too useful, I guess. Then we got Dark Flare. This works into the combo. It's really good because we can get a major defile in there and an empower. Elemental Drain, of course, like too good not to run that skill. It's the penetration is about 80% more damage, and the Magic Castile is just too good for your sustain. Radiant Oppression, this works into your combo to one-shot people, so this is just gonna be a way to guarantee the kill, because they can't dodge that, so this works really good, especially against Nightblades and more generally stamina classes that tend to roll dodge a lot. Crescent Sweep is just a nice ult, nice big hit in their face. I'm using Channel Focus. I like this morph better for my Magicka sustain. You could try running the Stamina morph, but with my race being an Argonian and heavy armor and all that stuff, I feel like my Stam sustain is already good enough. Vampire's Bane is here to keep the crit on the front bar, even though we also get it from our pots, just in case we have to run another pot in that situation, we will still have the crit from that skill. And the dot can crit when you go on the front bar, which can proc your Calorion. Then we got Elusive Mist. Obviously this is just way too good not to run on any mag class pretty much, except maybe Magzork or Magnite Blade. You just get so much stuff out of this skill. You get mobility and tankiness, like you can use it to mitigate the damage. It's really good and it's pretty much free, considering the cost every 1 second, and we get Magicka back from Channel Focus and heavy armor and other stuff. Now I'm using the damage morph of Cleanse because I don't know, I just like it better, the more offensive playstyle now. And it's AoE as well, like when you're fighting groups of people, you just place this down and it's a lot of AoE damage on them. You get a lot out of this skill. It hits pretty hard actually. And then obviously we got Honor the Dead. This is just really good heal. And as the backbar ult, we're using the Vampire ult, the Swarming Scion, because it's just like really fucking good. I pretty much only use this ult. I rarely use Crescent Sweep. This is just too good, like, you turn into a big vampire and you're OP as shit for 20 seconds. So, another thing to mention is that in Distraction stuff... Okay, what the fuck? Distraction staff, you're running an ice staff and you wanna still block from your stamina, so you don't wanna put any points in Tri-Focus. So that you can keep blocking from your stam. Alright, I'm just gonna fucking go over the CP and then I'll explain the combo and then I'll wrap this up. So I'm running 1 in Siphoner to prevent cleanse, 72 Warlord for reduced cost break free, 3 Sprinter and bashing, pretty useful stuff. 64 in Arcanist for the regen, 23 in Tenacity because you can heavy attack with your staffs when you're out of resources, and it works pretty great to get Magicka back. But you don't have to do that very often, your sustain is very good. 52 Tumbling and Shadow Ward, that way I can roll dodge quite a bit and block quite a bit, it's pretty useful. I don't think it's worth putting points in Befoul anymore, it won't make a huge difference. 54 Elfborn to increase the effectiveness of our crits. 44 Spell Erosion for penetration, it's a huge damage boost. 64 Elemental Expert, same thing. 3 in Staff Expert for light attacks. 40 in Master at Arms. And 75 in Thaumaturge. That way we can get the Exploiter perk, which is 10% more damage, which is huge when you set people off balance, and you're gonna be doing that in your combo, so 10% extra damage on your whole combo is just so great. 72 in Ironclad for, well, reduced direct damage. 15 Resistant to get your crit resist up. 28 Thick Skin for dot damage, you don't need to put that much in here because you got Cleanse, obviously you're a Templar. And Mistform mitigates so much damage, so you're really tanky. 43 Hardy for physical damage. 37 Elemental Defender. 3 in Expert Defender for the light attacks. And 37 in Quick Recovery for increased healing. Now, like I said, my race is an Argonian. I think it's the best for this, because the potion passive is just so good. And now I am going to attempt explaining this complicated combo. So, what you do is if you use your pot, remember to use it on the back bar because you got Clever Alch, and remember to be in combat for this. Like so. As you can see, my weapon damage, my spell damage went up. You want to apply Elemental Drain and stay on your back bar so that you can keep the Calorian proc. Then you want to light attack until you're at 4 stacks. Like so. Then you go on your front bar, Dark Flare, light attack, charge, and you can jabs. Or you can use the Executioner. It's up to you, I guess, in the situation. But basically, I'm gonna do it one more time for you guys, but basically everything lands at the same time. You got your Calorian, your Kajalnar, and your Dark Flare with a light attack, empowered, with a toppling charge, and all of that stuff lands at the same time. Then you can just throw Radiant Oppression if they're wall dodging away. That will still hit them even through wall dodge, so it's a very deadly combo. And you still got all of the stuff that MagPlars have these days. You got Infinite Mistform, good healing, fucking mobility, good AoE. It's really great, so let me just do it one more time. See, we're at 3 stacks, now 4, now I go Dark Flare, light attack, charge, and execute. This will one-shot most people. It hits extremely hard, and if you wanna hit them even harder, you can Vamp ult. You don't even have to Dark Flare at this point, you can just light attack, charge, and it will hit them extremely hard. As you can see, all these numbers are pretty huge and they hit at the same time, so it's really good, and it's timed with a CC. Really good shit, I'm pretty proud of this build. And you got a lot of debuffs on your opponent, especially with this glyph here. So yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this build and have fun playing MagPlars. Peace.